always wondered why I must choose what to be. Why must I be smart or fat, or beautiful or fat? Is fat such a big fancy word that I can't move past that? And I wrote this one day in a fit of annoyance because I really wanted to be more than just fat Harneet. I wondered why must I contain myself to it. So this is my history of fat. I think I was 7 when my aunt looked me up and down, took me to the corner and frowned before taking a deep breath, only to exhale the word fat. Then she stared and stared and stared, waited for a wounded response and maybe some tears till I replied very nonplussed, I'm aware. You see, at 7, fat was just a word. Fat was just a new adjective that I had learned. Fat itself did not weigh much in my head. It was just a firefly I strung onto a thread and wrapped it around myself, because if I were a dictionary, it would be just another word read of the pages I was still learning how to shed. A year passed. Now I was 8. And my father sat me down and said, Beta, we need to discuss your weight. And that was the first time I realized that something somewhere wasn't all right, and that realization did not begin inside. It was painted on me with bold strokes by people who had no right to do so. Over the years, I changed dietitians faster than my city changed seasons, and every time someone charted what I could or could not eat, I ran into the bathroom with a handful of sweets. Because the thing that nobody realized is what's happening as plans were made to shrink my body down, reduce it to acceptable from where people would stare at me when I roamed over town, is that the gaping hole in my heart was widening and the conflicts in my head were slowly growing more maddening. It became a demanding force that asked for validation in terms of carbs, and I gave in. I gave in so easily because I was never taught of negotiations as an art. In my world, there were only yeses and nos, only commands and directives to be followed until they tore me apart. I never had a choice with the way words were thrown with such ease. I had to stand there and feel them splattered against my skin in colors that I never wanted to paint myself in. The words grew heavier in my head till they draped around me like the carcasses of my own confidence, and as my body bloomed and ballooned, I stuffed it with more hate and more food. Till I was caught in this brutal tug of war between the cacophony in my head and the broken sounds of silences and loneliness. So I layered my insides with more cake, thinking that if I ate enough, the fat would insulate my body from the hate thrown at it. But that's never how it works, is it? It's never as simple as the good old avoidance shtick. So eventually I grew tired of the pain because it's so difficult to nurture and maintain so much anger and hatred against yourself that I decided to look up the word reclaim. Now, reclamation is not just the Bandra extension. It's having to undo so many painful perceptions. It's having to untell yourself lies you passed off as truth. It's having to ask for forgiveness when the other person is still you. It's having to undo years of telling yourself that you are less. It's having to relearn from scratch how to love yourself. So, I invited the word fat over for tea. I refused to let it barge in and instead welcomed it gently into my body. We sat and discussed years of misunderstandings, and we wondered where we went from being friends to where we are now standing. I asked if we could love again. It asked me back, do you have any love left to give? So, it's still a brand new friendship, you see. We're still figuring out each other's needs. And the word fat doesn't hurt me anymore. That's what I am and what I have been. It's just a new adjective I'm slowly relearning. It's a brand new word I'm slowly wrapping around my tongue. It's a difficult journey and we both know it. But it also seems like one that's going to be worth it. All I can say is that I'm fat and I know it, and I refuse to let it control the world as I know it.